What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to another session of Wealth 101, where we talk about all things finance. Today's class, we will be focusing on the beautiful, precious metals once again. In particular, we will be going over the difference between silver coins, silver rounds, and silver bars. What are the differences? Are there any differences at all? Is one better than the other two? Are two better than the other one? What's the difference? We're gonna get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer one friend, they're gonna give you and the person that you referred each a free 20 bonus stocks. And if you refer 10 friends, they're gonna give you either $1,200 or $2,500 of free Apple stock, which you can obviously keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use the cash to buy something you would rather have instead. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. All right, so today I want to talk about, or we are going to be talking about silver. Now, when I talk about silver in today's video, please understand that when I say silver, what I really mean is silver and gold. And if you want to go as far as to say silver and gold and platinum and palladium and rhodium, what I talk about in today's video, it's the same across the board. I just happen to be using silver as an example. So when it comes to silver coins, rounds, and bars, you see these right here on this little desk. You can see that we have a little silver Jersey Devil round sent in from Lon. Thank you very much, Lon, for sending this my way. It's a silver round. This right here, this is a silver coin. It's the American Silver Eagle. And this right here is a silver bar. A little bit bigger than the other pieces of silver that we have. This is a 3 troy ounce Monarch Precious Metals poured silver bar. Now, all three are 3/9 fine pure silver. When it comes to the level of purity, they are identical. There is no difference. If you melt down all three of these, you will see that they are all exactly the same in terms of purity. But if you don't melt them down, which you probably shouldn't, you'll see that there are some differences. One is a coin, one is a round, one is a bar. What's the difference? So I'm going to draw up here on screen. This right here will be a coin. This right here will be a round. This right here will be a bar. I'll even label them coin, round. I don't think this one needs a label, but bar. So let's go over the difference between, well, I think the most confusing are these two right here. Since they're the same shape, same size, same purity, same pretty much everything. Kind of confusing. Why are they different? That's the more complicated one. So we're going to compare rounds and bars first. What's the difference between a round or a bar? This is the simplest way of explaining it. Absolutely nothing but the shape. The only difference between a basic generic secondary market silver round, or any type of silver round, and any type of silver bar is the shape. This round right here, this is a circular silver bar, essentially, and this bar right here is a rectangular silver round. There's no difference between the two except the shape that they decided on when they minted it. They are both generic silver. They are both just, that's it. Quite literally, they're both just silver. Now again, same goes for gold. A gold round versus a gold bar. Only difference is the shape. So that's the simple one. That's the simplest way I can explain the difference between a round, such as this right here, and this right here. Now, of course, this is 1 troy ounce, and that's 3 troy ounces. So, yeah, of course, that's a difference right there. But if I had a 1 ounce silver bar on me, which I don't, unfortunately, I didn't even know I was going to be here filming these videos today, that's the only difference, the shape. Same thing if somebody were to pour a silver star, a piece of silver in the shape of a star. If it's a troy ounce, the only difference between that silver star and the silver round and the silver bar is the shape. One's a circle, one's a rectangle, one is a star. That is the only difference. Now, let's talk about the more complicated, the slightly more complex. Now, I can break it down and make it simple to understand, but most people look at these two right here and be like, all right, one is a coin, one's a round, but they're the same shape. They're the same size. They are the same level of purity. Neither one is more interesting looking than the other, in some cases. What's the difference? So forget about the silver bar for a second. Let's put a coin next to a round. What's the difference? They're both 3 nines fine. Sure, one has an eagle on it, one has the Jersey Devil on it. You can argue that that's a difference, but, you know, like I said, close your eyes. What's the difference? They weigh the same, they look pretty much the same, they're the same level of purity. There's really no difference at all. Until you realize that the coin has currency value attached to it. Now these two right here, the coin and the round. This right here, it'll say something along the lines of 1 troy ounce, 3 nines fine. That's all it really is. It's a troy ounce of pure silver. This right here will say 1 ounce, 3 nines, potentially 4 nines fine, but it'll also have currency value attached to it. So here in the US, because I'm an American, thank God, it'll say, for example, $1. So not only is it made out of real, true, honest money like this, but it will have currency value attached to it, which means you can use it as currency. You can go to the store and pay for something with it. Now, is that a good idea? No, because the face value is $1. The melt value, or the spot price at the moment, is about $23, and if you put a premium on top of that, which is what you're supposed to do, you're looking at 26, 27, maybe even more dollars. So what's the real difference? Okay, that one just has a little dollar sign etched into it when this one doesn't. Is that a real difference? No. At the end of the day, like I said, if you melt them all down, this is an ounce of silver, that's an ounce of silver, and that's an ounce of silver. So when they're melted down, they're all identical, 0 difference. When they're in a solid state, the only difference between these two are the shape. And the difference between these two is the fact that one has currency value, face value attached to it. Now, it's not anything that really, truly, honestly matters, because nobody is going to be going to Walmart with an American Silver Eagle and buying food with a tube of American Silver Eagles, because why would you do that? If you're going to do something like that, go to the coin shop and get 23 or more dollars per coin and take the $23 multiplied by however many coins you have and buy what you need that way. Instead of $1, get the $23 cash for it. The reason face value might be important to some is because it is minted and backed by a sovereign government. Now, it doesn't have to be a coin from your country. I have plenty of American Silver Eagles, but guess what? I also have plenty of Canadian Maple Leafs. I have a lot of Canadian Silver Maple Leafs. I have British Britannias. I have Mexican Libertads. I have Australian Kangaroos. I have coins from all over the place. Now, they all have one thing in common. The big difference is that they were minted in all different countries, and the currency attached to each of these coins, not rounds or bars, the currency attached to the different coins is going by each of those countries' different currencies. But the main thing is it's almost like a security feature. It was minted by a sovereign government, and it's backed by the sovereign government. It's recognizable no matter where you go, not to say that a silver round or a silver bar are unrecognizable or can't be tested or proven to be real, but if you have an American silver eagle here in America, you can take that anywhere. Now, of course, you can take any of these anywhere. Silver and gold are real, true, honest money. Internationally recognizes money. When it's melted down, it doesn't matter if it's American currency attached to it, it's real money that it's made out of. That's what's important. But for safety and security purposes, a lot of people lean towards coins because they're more recognizable, more trusted, more respected, more sought after, which is why coins, even though it contains an ounce of silver, just like these, 1 ounce, 3/9 fine, they all weigh the same. They're all a troy ounce of silver. They're all 3/9 fine silver. Spot price is the same, no matter which one you're going by. Spot price is the same no matter what. But this one might carry, I don't know, let's just say a $6 premium, which brings this up to potentially $29. Meanwhile, each of these, 26 or 27, let's call it 26, a little bit cheaper. Financially, a better way to go. This is a long-term play. Like, oh yeah, some people would rather pay a slightly higher premium for something that's more trusted, more respected. Long term, get that premium back. See, a lot of people don't mind paying a higher premium now because they believe that they can get a higher premium later on than the people who maybe bought in the same day and then 10, 20 years, 30, 40, 50 years go by. They all sell the same day. The coin stacker might have paid more going in, might be able to cash out a little bit more on his way out. Pay a little bit less going in, get a little bit less out, potentially. So that's the difference between the coin, the round, and the bar. Now, I have one last thing I want to say. Which one should you be stacking? But before I get into that, let me just remind everybody to please make sure to support the DYDSS store, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, link in the description. Try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. That's all you got to do. Refer one friend, they're going to give you and the person that you referred each 20 free bonus stocks. And if you refer 10 friends, they're going to give you either $1,200 or $2,500 of free Apple stock, which you can keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use the cash to buy something you'd rather have instead, like potentially silver coins, rounds, and or bars. All right, so now that we understand the difference between coins and rounds, like, oh, they're the same shape, what's the difference? One is backed by a sovereign government, one is not. What's the difference between a round and a bar? Absolutely nothing except for the shape. What's the difference between a coin and a bar? One is backed by a sovereign government, one is not, and the shape. Really no difference at the end of the day. It's all personal preference. Now, which one do I think you should be stacking? In my humble opinion, I personally believe that the smartest to stack would have to be the silver bar. But there's a little asterisk here. I don't necessarily think 1 ounce silver bars are the way to go. I think 10-ounce silver bars are a little bit smarter. For example, if you were to get a 10-ounce silver bar, which, by the way, is bigger, much bigger, a 10-ounce silver bar, or 10 of these, or 10 ounces of silver either way, 10 1-ounce silver rounds, or 1 10-ounce silver bar. What's the difference? In premium, this right here is going to be cheaper. Because like I said, with $23-ish spot price with $3-ish premium, this is going to be $26 out the door price. Multiplied by 10, you're looking at roughly $260. Meanwhile, this is one larger piece, and the larger the denomination, the smaller the premium is typically going to be. This right here might be $245, maybe $250. So financially speaking, it actually makes more sense to stack larger denomination silver bars as opposed to a whole bunch of silver rounds. And if you really want to break down the premiums, you should probably ignore the coins altogether. But what I believe is probably the smartest is larger silver bars. I think the 10-ounce bars are a happy medium. You can go bigger than that. You can go 20, 25, 30-ounce silver bars. You can go kilo bars, 50-ounce bars, 100-ounce bars. You can go as big as you want. You can also go as small as you want. When it comes to coins, I think coins are a good way to go, but maybe not necessarily the pure silver. I would say 90% junk constitutional silver is a little bit smarter if you want to stack coins, technical coins, silver coins. I think those are probably a better way to go. But if you just want to stick to pure silver, I think larger denomination silver bars, such as the 10-ounce silver bars, with maybe a couple of 1-ounce silver coins on the side as an appetizer. Silver rounds, nothing against the silver rounds. I love silver rounds. That right there is my alarm to shut up soon. I love silver rounds, coins, bars, doesn't matter to me. I really have no preference. If I can get them all for the exact same identical price tag, I would just say surprise me. I personally don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me in the slightest bit, but financially speaking, the larger the denomination, the less of a premium you're going to pay in most situations. So I think the larger denomination silver bars are probably the better way to go. And the 10-ounce silver bar, it's still small enough to be very, very practical, but it's large enough to finally start seeing the premiums get broken down a little bit. So I like to call it the happy medium. But that right there is going to conclude this session of Wealth 101, the difference between coins, rounds, and bars. Thanks for attending class. As always, if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs. The DYDSS store, link in the description. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Over 50 different flavors to choose from, sugar-free, low-calorie, packed with a whole bunch of vitamins. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer a friend, they're going to give you and the person that you referred each 20 free bonus stocks. And if you refer 10 friends, they're going to give you either $1,200 or $2,500 of free Apple stock. Just click the little invite button and send it to people that you know. It's quite literally that simple. You can keep it and hold on to the stocks, or you can sell them and use the cash to buy something that you'd rather have instead. We will link in the description. Everything will be linked in the description. As always, thanks for attending class. Appreciate you being here. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.